We were taught to climb, rung by rung, step by step, no shortcuts, no questions, just upward. Work harder, stay later, say yes more, be agreeable, be reliable, be everything. And one day, you'll get there. That corner office, that title, that version of success that looks so good on paper, but no one tells you what happens when you finally arrive, and it feels empty. What if the problem isn't that you didn't climb high enough? What if you climbed the wrong ladder? There's a moment, quiet, almost invisible, where everything starts to shift. Not loudly, not dramatically, but internally, irreversibly. You start noticing things you used to ignore, the meetings that drain you, the work that no longer challenges you, the success that no longer excites you. And then it hits you. You're not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because none of it feels like you anymore. You've outgrown the version of yourself that built this life. And suddenly, being overqualified doesn't feel like a compliment. It feels like a cage. But here's the truth. No one says out loud. Being overqualified is power. You've seen behind the curtain. You understand the game. You know what works and what doesn't. You've survived layoffs, reorganizations, bad leadership, burnout. You didn't just work, you endured. In your 20s, you worked to prove yourself. In your 30s, you worked to sustain yourself. But in your middle chapter, you work to express yourself. This is where most people hesitate, because the next move doesn't come with instructions. There's no roadmap for reinvention, no applause for starting over, no guarantee that it will work, just a choice. A choice to stop performing and start aligning. A choice to stop asking for permission and start making decisions. A choice to stop shrinking and finally take up space. This isn't about quitting. It's about pivoting. It's the moment you take everything you've learned, every skill, every scar, every lesson, and you redirect it towards something that feels alive again. Maybe it starts small, a side project, a late-night idea, a quiet what if. But slowly, that what if becomes a plan, and that plan becomes action. You set boundaries without explaining. You say no without guilt. You walk away without fear. Because you finally understand something powerful. Your career is not your identity. It's your tool. They call this stage middle-aged, like it's something to fear, like it's the beginning of the end. But they're wrong. See, this is the beginning of precision. You're no longer guessing. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer proving. You're choosing. You know your value. And more importantly, you stop negotiating it. You move differently now, with intention, with clarity, with power. Because the most dangerous woman in any room is the one who no longer needs validation. She doesn't wait to be picked. She doesn't wait for approval. She builds her own table and decides who gets a seat. My name is Anna. And I've spent years climbing ladders I didn't even question, until I did. And when I finally stopped, I realized something that changed everything. I was never stuck. I was just ready. Ready to pivot. Ready to reclaim my time. Ready to redefine success on my own terms. So let me ask you something. Is your career serving your soul, or just your bank account? Maybe it's not too late. Maybe this is your moment